My name is Jen Reyes, and this is my Valley Speech Fast Fashion presentation. Introduction to Valley Proposition. Resolve: fast fashion is unethical. Definition of key terms. Fast fashion is as as defined by CHAC article What's Wrong with Fast Fashion. It refers to clothing that is mass produced at a low cost by manufacturers aiming to cash in on the latest trends. Unethical. What I mean by unethical terms of fast fashion is best summed up by Ross E. 2021 article Fast Fashion Getting Faster. A look at unethical labor practices of a growing industry. The production of fast fashion employs the use of 8,000 synthetic chemicals. Some of these chemicals have been shown to cause cancer, and factory workers are regularly exposed to breathing them. Synthetic materials. Synthetic materials, as defined by Penny 2016 article Fabric Focus. Synthetic fabrics, man made fibers, are produced by joining chemical monomers into polymers using a chemical reaction called polymerization. The, the chemicals used are generally sodium hydroxide and carbon dioxide, derivatives of coal, oil, natural gas. Sweatshops. Sweatshops is defined by National Museum of American History 2019 article History of Sweatshops. Although there is no clear single definition of the term, it generally refers to a workplace where relatively unskilled employees work long hours, substandard pay, in unhealthy and unsafe conditions. Overview. Fashion is as big as ever with the introduction of new trends that are always a constant, with that bring upon new pieces of clothing that become must-haves to fit in. This is where fast fashion steps in. As new trends develop, fast fashion brands step in to cash in on the craze. As is the nature with trends, they are only temporary. So these fast fashion brands must act quickly to producing these garments at an alarming rate. But producing these garments at this rate as frequently poses issues. These issues begin to stack, outweighing any possible ethicalities. Such issues are unsustainability of the required materials for the garments, the environmental impact they pose, the working conditions abroad workers are subject to, and the unlivable wages these foreign workers are given. Hierarchy, value, criteria, unsustainability, environmental impact, abroad workers, working conditions, and foreign workers' unlivable wages. Criteria 1. Unsustainability. Grounds. Fast fashion's mass production calls for copious amounts of natural materials. These natural resources, such as cotton, are known to require generous amounts of water to flourish that are known to be thirsty crops. Monroe R 2021 warrant. So we see that with this evidence is further supported as according to Monroe R 2021 article, ultra fast fashion is leading the world. Producing a pound of it can require 100 times more water than producing a pound of tomatoes. Criteria 2. Environmental impact. Grounds. Fast fashion's demand and sustainability is brought forth by the increasing usage of harmful synthetic textiles as well as posing high threats of dangerous pollution. Additionally, these textiles tend to be dyed a variety of colors that require toxic chemicals to fulfill. Lee N. 2020 warrant. This claim is further supported by this evidence according to Lee N. 2020 article titled The Impact of Fast Fashion on the Environment. Furthermore, a textile dyeing requires toxic chemicals that subsequently end up in our oceans. Approximately 20% of wastewater worldwide is attributed to this process, which accumulates over time. Continuation backing. Furthermore, in Lee and 2020 article, the impact of fast fashion on the environment, synthetic materials are the primary culprits that cause microfibers to end up in our oceans. To be exact, approximately 35% of microplastics are from these synthetic materials. Criteria 3. Abroad workers' working conditions. Grounds. The fast fashion industry offering such inexpensive large amounts of garments at a price to keep costs low that they employ suppliers abroad that exploit impoverished communities, subjecting these employees with unbearable working conditions and log workdays. Warrant. So we see with this evidence, this claim is further supported as according to Chaplin, 2017, the article Fast Fashion Environment employees usually work with no ventilation, breathing in toxic substances, inhaling fiber dust, or blasted sand in unsafe buildings. Accident, fires, injuries, and disease are very frequent occurrences on textile production sites. Backing. In the same Chappell M 2017 article, the fashion and environment garment workers are often forced to work 14 to 16 hours days, 7 days a week during peak season. They may work until 2 or 3 a.m. to meet fashion brands' deadlines. Criteria 4. Foreign workers on livable wages. Grounds. Fast fashion brands keep costs low for maximizing the maximization of profit. Sourcing their garment pieces to be fabricated abroad, these foreign suppliers are able to provide these pieces at a low cost at the expense of providing wages that are not sufficient to cover living costs. Warrant. This claim is further supported by this evidence. According to the Labor Behind the Label 2020 article, wages workers are forced to work long hours to earn wage that won't cover the basic, including foods, medical bills, education for their children. Many garment workers earn national average. However, this is inadequate for their needs. Continuation. Backing. Furthermore, in Labor Behind the Label 2020 article, wages, the problem is complicated further when millions of piece rate workers who earn according to how many garments they produce and home within the industry are considered. When workers are paid piece rate rather than number of hours worked, it becomes near impossible to earn a living wage during a week. Concluding remarks: fast fashion is known to be a cheap alternative to keeping up with the latest trends. Though it provides the popular piece at a low and convenient price, it does so with many repercussions. As mentioned before, with brands, with the constant introduction of new trends, these fashion brands must be quick on their toes to cash in on the craze. This then leads to sourcing a cheap labor that normally is one of an impoverished country and its people. These people are then tasked with making copious amounts of garments for the usage of a short period of time. Furthermore, it poses more negative qualities along with it, such as the unsustainability due to the mass consumption of natural resources that subsequently contributes to the environmental impact, in a negative aspect due to both the pollution and rate of consumption of natural resources. These outweighing negative factors of the fast fashion industry make it a given that is unethical. And these are my references. Thank you.